one way you could always tell an LS ship from other ships, like I say, or Lucifer Star ship or Starline ship, basically. Like I said, I added the line part mostly because of the fact that people would get it confused because I had star ships like the LSF-A colony ship, and then I had star line ships which went by ocean and water and on planets. So anyway, because people were getting it confused of the star ships, which are like LSF-A, which blasted to space and would wander around space, and then the star line ships, which were on the ocean and underneath it in submarines. So there was a little bit of confusion there. But you would always be able to tell one of my people from one of the other people because all my people were paid and directed to make detailed descriptions of what they were doing at sea, as well as other things. Other people would call it religion, religious people, whatever. Like I said, I had clerics and other people, and basically all my people would write logs and reports on everything. Logging and reporting everything that they did and encountered was a very big part of everything that my ships would do, so Home Office could know what was going on in the oceans and get an idea of what was happening out there in the world versus not knowing what they were doing. So anyway, so that's all the records. I'm not sure how many other people. I know that the White Star, the submarines that JFK and Jimmy Carter went on did not have any logbooks at all whatsoever. And we had to actually literally chase them out of the sea, basically. But basically, all my commanding ships and all my other ships, all my people would always do logbooks, like the Titanic and everything. All my officers would always do detailed descriptions of everything that happened on board ships as well as on board at sea. Later on, some of these logbooks were burned or destroyed, but with 15,000 seagoing ships that I had, quite a few of the logbooks still remained even afterwards, kept by the captains or by the family members or copied. They're supposed to be copied and put into reports, of course, and stuff like that, and kept, in filing cabinets. But a lot of the captains also kept their logbooks, as certain people didn't really want them to be known, but the captains knew that I had wanted them to do that. Anyway, they were directed from school, basically, and other things. So anyway, so yes, so the world could know what they were doing in the ocean and at sea. So anyway, yes, certain things were of course omitted from these logbooks, but in general, no. And when they were omitted, it's kind of obvious when there's a blank space in a sentence. Anyway, though, but yes, Lucifer Star line, even though I called them U-boats or U-build boats, basically, they were still most, I had invented the submarines, so. Anyway, though, and throughout the years, even though Abraham Lincoln had technically killed me, and even though JFK very much wanted me dead, as well as probably even Trumpy, if they knew where I was or who I was exactly. But of course, they didn't know it until I started telling people exactly everything. And by now, it's on the internet and just basically everywhere. So anyway, as I am Lucifer Star line, basically, or Lucifer Star of the White Star Company, or anyway, so yeah. And all I can do is hold back the tide of that is basically what was 150 trillion years of what is Lucifer Starline. Because like I said, I am 400 planets, 12 different types of life forms, all using computers and technology, and very, very advanced. So anyway, on 800 galaxies by now. So anyway, yes, I am very big and very massive in that I created so many life forms, 700,000 life forms. And one thing in common. Me! So anyway. But also, so you kids in the future could know about what had happened in the past. There are lots of logbooks and lots of photographs and lots of videos and lots of other things. So you kids could eventually pick through the records and information that are located in the National Library archives, as well as the newspapers, as well as the Library of Congress, as well as basically the governments that is all around the world. every government basically was somehow connected to me in some way, usually. So anyway, oh well, whatever, as I am basically God. Not that there is a God, but I'm basically Lucifer White Star Line. I am the creator and basically leader of so many races and so many life forms. And I led them individually as well as a group. So anyway, whatever. Enjoy. Have a nice life. Have a nice existence. And yes, I did exist. Lucifer. LS. Lucifer Star was my name. Also named Brian.